Okay. So I don't have my charger out here, but I have a full charge, pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna see how long it takes for my battery to drain. We'll see. We'll see. And now that I said that, it probably won't. Okay, so the dream state. In the dream state, I was in an unfinished house. Okay, there was an unfinished basement. Okay, but it was my house. But I've never been there before. Okay, and I had my ex there, my baby daddy, my first baby daddy there. Anyways, it was really weird. I was like trying to like get away from there for some reason. Then like I stayed and like I was trying to cuddle with him, and it was weird, and then he was kind of like off put by it, and I'm like, okay. I woke up and I was like, that's fucked up, because first of all, I'd never do that. Okay, I love the guy. I don't love the guy. I'm not in love with the guy. I never will be again. So it's like, I love the guy, respect the guy. We have the same common denominator, our love for Parker, okay? But it ain't like that, right? And I'm not desperate like that, right? That wasn't me. So if somebody is trying to manipulate my dream state again, and like he was like, dude, right? So it was supposed to make me feel a certain way, and it doesn't, because that's not me. And like he had to like go to his common law, okay? He has a common law like pretty much wife, right? And be like, so and so and so. Oh, it was just so weird. And I'm like, what the fuck? That wasn't me. That was me. I'm hearing it wasn't me. Okay, so like, just stupid dreams, okay? And it was in this house with an unfinished basement that was my house, and I had him there because he was visiting Parker, right? It was just so weird. It's just weird. And then also another part of my dream was like there was this girl smoking illicit drugs, okay? Smoking illicit drugs with like an older man. And she's obviously underage. But I mean, I was doing drugs when I was underage, so I mean, it's more common now that people do drugs really young. So if you have a daughter that like hangs out with older people, they might be doing it behind your back, or you might actually be advocating for it. Like I'm getting someone like pretty much just gave their daughter away. Ooh. Yeah, that's illegal, right? It's illegal. This person's old and they're like creeping on your daughter. Anyways, another part of my dream was Another part of my dream was me and my sister and my mom. We're all smoking like a doobie, right? We're all getting baked. And then my mom was like instructing my sister, was like, hold it in, hold the smoke in. And then she was telling me that too. And I'm like, no, man, I don't want to get too fucked up. Like, weed fucks me up. So yeah, that was a 3-part dream. And I don't even smoke. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke any sort of drug anymore. So it was also like, it was very manipulated in the dream state, and I know this already, but like I'll get messages as well. So if you want to interpret that for yourself, then go ahead. There was a bunch of torches in my dream too. Like there was torches everywhere. I was finding torches everywhere in this house, in this basement. Clear that. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to take it to me. Clear it. Thank you. Someone's telling me to shut up. Someone's like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. You know that if you say that and if you wish that upon people, okay, because I used to do this, if you wish that upon people for them to shut up when you're being annoyed or when you're being called out, okay, you'll be oppressed. That's the karma for that. It is. That's the fucking karma for that. You'll be trying to heard, you'll be trying to be heard, and no one will fucking listen to you. Okay? And they won't even realize they're doing it. It's just that's what you get in return. Okay. I was getting karmics calling out real readers for being karmics as they're stealing their work. Okay? I was getting karmics calling out other karmic readers for doing the same thing. Okay. So I'm really glad that I put out that message that, like, you know, if they're stealing our work and embellishing whatever, as long as people are getting the message, you know what I mean? But it really is against spiritual law to be able to, like, to steal something and call it your own, right? So they'll get their own karma for that. There's no point in bringing it up. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go, because they'll get their karma, like, in another way, right? And they'll be in misery when they don't have anyone else to copy. They'll be in ruin when they have nothing else to, like, I'm hearing suffice. So just let the ancestors handle them, right? Like, karmics calling out other karmics because they're jealous of their work. It's like, if you understood that person would do the same thing as you. I don't even get it. I don't even understand, but like, it'd get so boring. It would get so boring doing something that doesn't come natural. You'd be so much better at doing whatever came natural to you. Anyways, yeah, that dream's not yet interpreted, so go ahead and interpret that for yourself. But I know that it was like heavy manipulation in the dream state. Okay, these people could be getting desperate, and that's why they want you to be desperate. Okay, these people, like, you standing in your power just automatically, like, lowers their self-esteem because they've been trying to attack your character for so long. So it's like they want you to feel what they're feeling, right? That's what hurt people do, right? They try to hurt people the way that they're hurt. It's just what's in them that's hurting, so it just goes and attacks you there, right? It's just in them to do that because it's in them that it's hurting right there, so they have to hurt you right there. Okay? I'm also getting that, like, my son's father has, like, trust issues, so he attracted someone with the same trust issues. So, like, that's what they struggle with. So it's yeah, that's too bad. But they'll get over it. So that's good. That's good. I love Parker's dad. Okay, I do. I don't love him like that. I'm not in love with him. It's a mutual respect. We have the same son. We both love him very much. So I knew that wasn't me. And I'm not desperate like that either. So I'm like, woke up, I'm like, you know, that's funny. That's funny that someone, like, try to make me feel like that, right? But even in my dream, I was just like, that ain't it. Like, I was doing these things, but, like, in my mind, I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. I'm getting Avatar. Ooh, I'm getting the real life voodoo dolls again. You know how, like, they'll, like, ooh, I'm getting chickens. Real life voodoo dolls, humans, real life voodoo dolls, but chickens, okay? And they'll inject them with things. They'll inject them with things hoping that it affects you. Damn, that's fucked up. I hated that channeling. Real life voodoo dolls. They like brainwash these people into believing that they're you. And then they do weird shit to them. Hoping it like affects you, that it pours over into you. Whatever they like make this person do or make this person feel, or like it's like fucking tormenting people. Tormenting people and trying to link it to you. See how they're chained together? But like you're like purifying this. You just purify it. It's just purified. It's just purified. God just purifies it. It doesn't even affect you. Somebody is also trying to link toxicity. I'm getting like, you know, the drug use in my dream. They're trying to link it back to me, but it's just purified. I see it for exactly what it is. Just a message of who's behind it. Ooh, someone had like I'm hearing a seance. Someone had a seance. Someone's also protected from the people in their dreams. Or the people projecting into their dream state. Somebody's community is like proud that they're like sticking up for themselves. A portion of the community. A portion of the community is proud that someone's sticking up for themselves. It's like a chronicle. What's a chronicle? Chronicle. I think that's like a story. Is it in here somewhere? No, I don't see it. Sometimes if I hear something, it's like written in what's in front of me. But I can't see it. I'm hearing Tony. One time the government changed my name to Tony. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've never changed my name before, people. I've never changed my name before, people. And all my documents said Tony Wache. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Okay. Also with the Equifax, like my SIN number was changed. My SIN number was a completely different SIN number. I'm like, that ain't it. Like, what the fuck? And a bunch of weird numbers connected to my Equifax. I'm just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I've done all I can do. I've made the police report. I've checked it over. I've told them that there's discrepancies, and they don't do fuck all for me. They don't. I've told them that there's discrepancies in the addresses as well. They don't fucking do anything. Honestly, they don't. Like, do those things, but prepare to be disappointed. Something about the throat chakra. Somebody wants to block your throat chakra and your sacral. Your sacral, through your creativity, your work, and they're just waiting for it to happen. But really, they're just exposing themselves. They're just exposing themselves. Like, I know the people who are in my dreams, and then I know the energy behind the people who are in my dreams, okay? And they were just using these people as aliases, as masks, okay? So that they could come in undercover into my dreams, okay? I know who you are. I know the feeling of you, right? So I know that you just used Tristan, my mom, and my sister as masks to be like people to infiltrate my dreams. I can like feel it. I can feel it. So it's whatever. These people are like studying you. Waiting. Like, someone took action down a wrong path and now is just like in the distance watching. You're exposed, man. You're exposed. And like, someone's in the distance watching you be happy. And they're like, Why did I let you go? Why did I let you go? But it's weird. It's weird. You switched up. Somebody switched up for someone who's like very materialistic. He was just a real big liar, like a real big liar. Like someone's actions never match their words. This person is just probably under some spell work, because I don't believe that anyone's that stupid. Right? I don't think anyone's that stupid. Or they're just really mesmerized by like a Jezebel or something, right? Some people, their like addictions make them crazy. So if their addictions to sex is like backed by some magic, like they'll fucking go crazy, man. They'll do anything for that person. This person is like their controller. You switched up for someone who like was using you for money or wanted to get married for money. They like finally came back and offered you these emotions that they've never had, right? So you're like, oh, this is what I've always been wanting from you. Always. Okay, I'll do it, right? And this person was just really just had money on their mind, right? They could have said that they were pregnant, or they could have been working with your mother, or like an older figure of their mother. Their mother did this, and their mother before them did this, and their mother before them did this, like a family of Jezebels. So like they're trained to do this at a young age. They're like happy when like they'll like come to men and like tell them their problems, and they're happy when they can like get Captain Save-A-Hode by people, like, move me away from this damsel in distress sort of shit. Yeah, like, move me away from this. That's what would make me happy. Like, they fuck over men for money, and they use other men to talk shit about these men that they fucked over for protection. You better get good at moving. You better get good at moving if this is your strategy, right? If this is your strategy, you better fucking get good at moving. Somebody could be trying to move away from being exposed, and like you'll get followed. You'll get followed. If you try to like run from this shit, pocket watching, trading, transferring funds over, I'm getting someone who's taking a little bit off the top every time. A little bit off the top of their paychecks, a little bit off the top of their child tax, a little bit off the top. Someone was also getting loans everywhere. So it's like if you were taking somebody's money and you were frauding someone out, and you were taking a little bit off the top, a little bit off the top, a little bit off the top. If you decide to run now, that's exactly what'll get you arrested, and you'll be like held. You'll be held. Okay? You'll be held. So what does being held mean? You'll go to jail while you're waiting for court to go to jail, right? You miss out on that little bit of freedom where you were supposed to be like enjoying it while it lasted, getting your shit in order, right? While you were getting your shit in order, you decide to flee. That's exactly what will get you picked up and held until court. Okay, so that's just what it is. If you decide to flee, run from your problems that you created. Run from the problems that you created, that's what will happen. Okay, you'll get put in like remand. And then before you go to federal. That's just what it is. That's just what happens when you try to like run from something criminal that you did. Player. The player got played. So like someone met someone just as fucked up as them who can switch on an instant. Okay, it was necessary for you to learn this lesson. It was necessary for you to run into someone who's exactly like you. Okay? A player. Okay, mind games, control tactics, fucking with your emotions, your psyche. Okay, also spiritually attacking you and manipulating you to stay with them when they knew that they were fucking toxic. Okay? All they wanted to do was distract you from someone that they thought was the one for you. Okay, so this person had a vendetta. Your ex had a vendetta towards you and decided to fuck you over when it came to the person that you're supposed to be with. And you got played. And you got played. They switched up on you. Okay? Said it was your fault. This was the plan all along. They don't fucking like you. Okay? They never did. The only reason they came back to manipulate you was because of this vendetta. It's tit for tat, man. They thought it's equal give and take. You owed them something. They felt like you owed them something. You took something from them. What is it you took from them? I don't fucking know. Person's a snake. They always have been a snake. Resilient. You could have snaked out someone with your ex, someone could have came in the picture and you snaked someone out, and the person that you guys snaked out together is fucking resilient. So resilient. Truth. Like adaptable. I'm getting adaptable, and you're just sit back watching like, oh my god, like, oh my god. Now you want to move into calmer waters because you see that this person's happy no matter what. No matter where they go, they'll be happy. No matter where they go, they'll brighten up the room. No matter where they go, things just radiate off of them. Okay? People around them are like just, they get like sparked with some sort of ambition. It's like a battery. It's like a charger. It's like an ignition, okay? It's like a spark, okay? It's like a spark. Anyone who's around this person will just get a boost, okay? And you get a boost, 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 okay? Oh, just from being what radiates off of this person. Like, and it's not like they suck this person dry. This person can protect themselves, but just being around this person, okay, that comes with this resilience, okay? They know how to protect themselves. So even these people being around them, okay, know the truth that they have to be, like, show this person a certain amount of respect. Like, they can't bullshit this person, okay? They can't. They've been around too many snakes before, and they've been resilient towards it. This person knows the truth. So this person's, like, energy demands respect. This person's energy demands respect. So they're going to get it. And this is karma. This person gets equal give and take because that's what they give. Okay? This is their job. And like, no one can really argue that. Heartbreak. So somebody could be recognizing that this heartbreak by the community. Someone very well knows what it is. They know what it is. Okay, there could be like a set of spells that are just done, they're done. You see how like this person's like staring at the downgrade They like downgraded. This is who they were like fixated on. See how he's kind of fixated on that lower grade pentacle? When he has the other one like right in his hand. So they like broke the person's heart, who was like a higher grade, a higher quality, okay, because they're fixated on the lower grade, something like that, okay. And I'm getting like they went ahead and they attacked this person too, this divine being. They attacked this person, okay. Not only did they break their heart, leave them with nothing, tarnish their name, attacked them on multiple occasions. They ganged people up, gathered people up to continuously do this and watch, just so they can come in and Captain Save-A-Ho, a person who like prides themselves on being a damsel in distress, okay, alongside this person. I hope that made sense. These people are going to be exposed. This is what made them happy, was to torment people and sit back and watch, okay? You're going to go through the same heartbreak because you're going to be exposed, okay? And like something about exposure that makes you feel stressed, that makes you feel heartache, that makes you feel pain. But putting this other person through heartache and pain and stress didn't cause, like, what? That's how you know you're sick. Libra, this could have been a Libra alongside a Libra. Okay, or this could be a Libra that's breaking your heart, or this could be a Libra that something about a Libra, okay, who's person A, B, or C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So somebody's went through all their plans. Heartbreak, fail, okay, enlightenment. People are enlightened on like who you are as a person. Okay, like you'll go through like a lifetime of heartbreak because this one person was resilient. Your plans failed. People are enlightened about who you are. And like I'm getting like this woman put a lot of innocent women in jail just by like working alongside a police officer and like, do I say it? This person worked alongside a police officer that they were fucking, okay? Alongside of a lawyer that they were fucking, okay? They fucked all these people, okay? And they were ratting out women that were attached to men who sold drugs, okay? So they would rat out these men to these police officers, to these lawyers, whatever, okay? And then frame another woman who is connected to them, who she'd be jealous of because she'd already be in there like a fucking whatever the fuck she was, right? And then she'd get a cut off of something. So this person would set up innocent women to get attacked or put in jail, okay? Like entrapment shit, okay? But then she'd be like a hooker to like these cops and shit. Ooh, that's the juicy, that's the tea. You failed when you started to attack a divine being, okay? People are enlightened. What you're committed to breaking people's hearts, okay? And what you attack, what you fixate on is people who you think are in divine unions, okay? These people are enlightened about who you are and what you try to infiltrate and how you try to do it with some Jezebel shit. Fear. Like, this is what the ancestors are saying. Like you should probably be scared. Or maybe this is why you're trying to run for cover. Okay, but if you try to run for cover, that's exactly what will get you arrested, okay? That's exactly what will get you arrested. Bonding. You fear someone bonding, okay, because then they're going to get the truth. You're jealous of this person. See? That's what you fixate. Like, you fixate on people who are divine, who are enlightened, okay, who are committed, okay, and then you fixate on breaking their heart. So when your ex was to meet a divine person who you thought was the one, okay, and then you want to break their heart by having this person fail, okay, you're like very much obsessed with someone, committed to having failures in their heart, committed to breaking their heart, committed to what? Being super fucking fake. This failed when you started to attack someone who's actually divine. Okay, but like this person being divine and enlightened fueled your hate. Or maybe someone broke your heart because they made your love of your life fail. Maybe they did something to someone that you loved, and this was your exact vendetta. Like, you took the person I loved, I'm gonna take the person you love, sort of shit. But that has nothing to do with the person that they loved, and everything to do with, like, how does that, someone's evil, okay, like, their evilness is, like, infectious. It, like, infects anything, everything, they, like, oof, shame. Because your setup is exposed. Okay? It didn't work. That's the only reason you have shame. Look at you trying to hide out. It didn't work. Your setup didn't work. You're caught being a copycat. It's exposed. Okay? You tried to say that this person's a copycat to you and that they try to set this person up, but really you're caught trying to set this person up. And you're copying a copycat. It's like, yeah, okay, Libra. Freedom in the reverse. You try to steal this person's freedom. You try to say that they were jealous of you, when in fact, you were trying to steal this person's freedom. Okay, you were trying to get them set up. 2 birds, 1 stone type of shit. Okay, and you were jealous of them. It's all coming back on you. Okay? So someone's found something. Found out all your lies. Someone's found out all your lies. Okay? They have like evidence, like a copy of it. A copy of you watching. A copy of you watching someone. Stalking them. Lesson. Trouble. Somebody's in big trouble, man. Big trouble. This person was never trying to retaliate. They were never a player in your game. In your control tactics, in the way you like to, like, ooh. No, they never were. They never retaliated. They always just backed up and like started keeping to themselves. So you played yourself, ultimately. Like the player got played. Playing. They're all playing. They all got played. Everybody played themselves. Anybody who's everybody who got involved with you got poisoned, okay? With your fucking, like, evilness. They got infected with your evilness. And then they also played themselves, trying to play with you, right? Let's read it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Trendsetter. Angel number 75. I'm here. Do. I hear that a lot. Honestly, I hear that a lot. Think of your problems as potential teachers. Most people would agree that one of the greatest sources of stress in our lives is our problems. To a certain degree, this is true. A more accurate assessment, however, is that the amount of stress we feel has more to do with how we relate to our problems than it does with the problems themselves, right? That mindset. In our problems, then, ooh, I read that sentence over again. In other words, how much of a problem do we make our problems? Okay, so that's like making mountains out of molehills, right? Or in these people's case, if your delusion is so huge and you believe all the lies, okay, you're a pathological liar, and now you believe all the lies that you're putting forth, okay, you're making mountains out of molehills that don't even exist, that other people can't even, it's not even existent to other people, okay? Like you've actually, like, that's the karma for being a pathological liar, is fucking going crazy. Going crazy when no one believes you, going crazy when like everybody else sees it a different way than you, going crazy when like all your efforts were for nothing, right? Do we see them as emergencies or as potential teachers? Okay, our problems. Problems come in many shapes, sizes, and degrees of seriousness. Okay, this is like, I'm getting like this situation has like a huge degree of seriousness, because not only did you like do this to somebody, but you did this to somebody who's very undeserving of it. Okay, people watch this person be resilient and not retaliate after attack after attack after attack after attack after attack, and you're still fucking going. Okay, people outside looking in are recognizing the seriousness of this because you keep fucking like pushing the fucking limit, man, going way too far. They're like, whoa. Okay, they're like, whoa, this is fucking crazy. Whoa, this person's fucking crazy, right? Different degrees of seriousness, but all have one thing in common. And I've been getting like common denominator, right? And like my common denominators are a space of love. So when I was comparing it to me, my common denominator between one of my baby fathers and me were our love for our son, right? Is a common denominator that we share. Common denominator is like something that both parts share, right? So it's like the base. It's the base, the common base, the common ground. The common ground is the love for our son. Some people's, it could be like their common denominator is like the same goal of attacking someone, right? And then that's like the other side of it. But love always beats hate. Okay, that vibration always wins. It's just what it is. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'll just keep reading. They present us with something that we wish were different. The more we struggle with our problems and the more we want them to go away, the worse they seem and the more stress they can cause. Ironically and luckily, especially if you're in like, you don't want to look at it, right? If you don't want to look at it, it seems like scarier than it actually is when you're defiant to look at it. Okay, when you're like deflecting instead of reflecting. Ironically and luckily, the opposite is also true. When we accept our problems as an inevitable part of life, then we look at them like potential teachers, as if a weight has been lifted off our shoulders. Think of a problem that you have struggled with for quite some time. How have you dealt with this problem up until now? If you're like most, you've probably struggled with it, mentally rehearsed it, analyzed it again and again, but have come up short. Where has this struggle led you? Probably to even more confusion and stress. Okay, and then like as I said yesterday, as we're writing these things out that we do, okay, and then we're identifying it as like what we're doing in that instance, then we're able to be aware instead of going over and over and over and over and coming up to nothing, right? Isn't that insane? I realized how insane I was when I did that. When I had the same type of thing, I like self-doubt. When I had like whatever, manipulation or people pleasing more than 3 times. You mean I've done that more than 3 times, okay? And I didn't even see I was doing it? That's insanity, right? It is insanity, but we don't even know we're being insane. We don't even know it, okay? Because we're habitual people. And like this sense of like fearing the unknown is like, once you have it written out and you recognize that you do it so much, you like kind of have an epiphany, right? You're like, I didn't know I was so insane. I didn't even know it. I was insane. I didn't even know it. And that's normal. It's normal. Okay. Where has all the struggle led you? Probably even more confusion and stress. Now think of the same problem in a new way. Rather than push away the problem and resisting it, try to embrace it. Mentally hold the problem near your heart. Ask yourself what valuable lessons this problem might be able to teach you. Okay, and when you start doing that, you'll see it teaching you more and more and more and more and more. Like one lesson can teach you a billion things, man. Like, okay, yesterday, it's just when you start putting your mind to it, it starts flowing. Yesterday, Parker was sitting next to me here, okay? He wrote things that I love, and then he wrote 10 things he loved, and then he wrote things that my mom loves, okay? I like started writing things, and like he was like, write at least 9. And then I wrote 9, and then I had more and more and more flowing, and I'm like, wait, I have more, wait, I have more, wait, I have more. He was like, you just keep flowing with them, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, like the more I wrote down of things that I love, the more things I had to love. It could be teaching you to be more careful or patient. Does it have anything to do with greed, envy, carelessness, or forgiveness, or something equally powerful? Whatever problems you're dealing with, chances are that they could be thought of in a softer way that includes a genuine desire to learn from them. When you hold your problems in this light, they soften like a clenched fist that's opening. Give this strategy a try. And I think you'll agree that most problems aren't the emergencies that we think they are. And usually once we learn that what we need to learn, they begin to go away. And like we tend to overreact when we don't know something, right? This is like the solution just like chill the fuck out, right? It's not that serious. It really isn't. Like people do this all the time. It's not anything like yeah. So if you're like a part of the people who like started writing down the shitty things that you do in life, okay, and then identified them, I'm also going to read what you do next. Okay? What you do next after you've written out the shit you do or the shit you've done in your life that you're not proud of, right? I had 18 pages of this shit. Like I was gonna fix it, right? I'm fixing it. It's like, yeah, I've made this mistake. Yeah, that mistake was wrong, and I keep doing mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. But it's like, what did you take from that mistake, right? What did you take from it? Because if you took something from it, then it wasn't a mistake. Okay, you can make the same mistake over and over and over and over and over and over, but like take something from it each time. I fell off. I've fucking failed tremendously, right? But I've always came back with something more. So am I really failing? No. Failure is a part of trial and error. Failure is it's a part of life, right? I took something every time I failed, right? I took something from every failure. So that's not failure to me. Okay? Like the word failure is so misleading. Like that's a part of life. Okay? That's just like a seed of doubt that somebody planted. It's like the English language was like made to cast doubt. It's so fucked. Anyways, it's just the way that you look at it. You can look at things in certain ways, right? You can look at it in like an uplifting way, or you can look at it in like a fucking diminishing way. Okay, so once you are able to identify these little paragraphs that you've wrote about shit that you do, about the shit that you've done, right? Once you've purged that and you've identified what you're doing in these instances, okay? Go over it again. And you're going to write these things in a good light. Okay? Like my timidness, my like disassociation, my fixation on things, okay? This is actually made me very observant. Okay? I'm very observant. Okay? So it's like the flip side of this thing. I'm capable of like pulling myself out of a situation and seeing the bigger picture of things. Okay? And that's what my trauma has allowed me to do. It's like the flip side of these toxic traits. So were these toxic traits ever really toxic? Like, no, they're just being used in the wrong manner. Okay, so we're going to take these things that we've identified and flip the script where like they'd be an asset in my life. That action would be an asset in my life in certain situations. Okay, I'm able to distance myself from drama now. I got so good at cutting people off. So as soon as I detect that drama, okay, I'm able to detach from that because I've been detaching from things my entire life. I've been training my entire life for this shit, right? It's just I've been using them in the wrong way, in this comfortable, weird, self-destructive way. But now I'm going to take all those things and make them my asset. Okay, that's a huge transmutation of energy. That's me taking that trauma and making it my bitch. Okay, everything that I learned in that trauma, I'm going to flip it and use it as an asset. Okay, I'm able to look within now. I have this willingness to change. Okay, so like it's I don't fear growth. I don't fear change. I'm adaptable now. Okay, because I've had to. But I'm gonna like fine tune it now. Okay, I'm able to have gratitude because I kept losing things. Okay, God literally made me lose things so that I'd be grateful for like shelter, water, somebody listening, having like an open mind when it comes to my story, right? It's like I have all this gratitude for these things now because I was left with nothing. So I can look at it in that certain way, or I can be grateful for what I have. And I choose to be grateful, right? So we're going to take all these things and we're going to make it our assets, okay? Every single thing, don't leave one out. Every single thing that you've identified, make it an asset, okay? And now you're going to have a list of assets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 page of assets, okay? Based off of what I identified to be a self-sabotaging thing of mine, right? I flipped the script on it. And that's the next step. To making like your self-sabotage a pro. Making your cons a pro. Okay? And becoming a stronger person from what you've been through. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good day, people. I'm not going to post today. I'm going to post tomorrow. So this is the only reading of today. Have a good day.